if it wants to start. It'd be nice if these actually... There we go. Took a minute. But we have our little foes. So yeah, we'll get into this shiny hunt. This is one that I need a second shiny of. So fingers crossed we can actually get the shiny tonight. That would be fantasticals. So, how we doing? How we flowing? How we feeling? How are we deep down insides of the insides? Hey, Tom Becky, welcome in. Good to see you. You've been quiet of late. How you doing? Dude. I'm trying to click on that. Why do they make it so hard to click on things? They need to fix it so things don't spawn so close to things. Because things make things hard to click. Anyway, we got them. So that's all we care about. So yeah, it's huge. Hate on James. Welcome in. Honestly, it's warm. It's warm sitting in this car right now. I didn't realize how warm it actually was until just then. It's been a nice day in Melbourne today. Not that I would know, because I've been inside all day. Being a... I don't know what to call it. What would you say that I've been today? Probably somebody that's just wallowing in self-pity. That's probably close to... Alright, there we go. Let's get into it. Let's get this shiny. We've got our keys. Lock. Car. Lock. Thank you. It is quite warm out here. When I am in California, couldn't sleep, so your video popped up. So you thought you'd give it a try. Good luck on the try. Oh, thank you, Jody. Much appreciated. I mean, it sucks that you can't sleep. But thank you for popping on in. Hopefully I'll bore you enough that you can fall asleep. That sounds like a good plan. Tired. Yeah, but I'm always tired, so that's not anything different. You know, just dealing with real life stuff as always. You know how I roll. You know how we do in these parts. We have emotional issues. Yeehaw. Awesome. Yeah, you've been doing a lot better now. Can actually walk. And now and changed your channel because you bought a new Weber and want to use it as much as you can. But it's almost winter time. Not that you could tell because of the weather in Australia at the moment. Both Victoria and not New South Wales. I mean, I suppose South Australia is what I meant to say. I've been having some toasty weather for mid-autumn. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Have I got any Stakataka? No. Well, I don't know, maybe. I haven't had a look. I'll be hosting them again tomorrow. Sort of thing, because we've got them again for raid hour. So that's what I shall be doing tomorrow. How you doing, Jarrell? Welcome in. Yeah, we holding in there. We doing what we're doing. Man, I'd say I can't complain, but I can definitely complain. Complaining is what I'm good at. Hey, Negan. Welcome in. Alright. So the gang is all here. We are doing our shiny hunting. So, actually, let me just double check. I'm pretty sure this is one that I still need a second one. A Fomantis. Yes, we have one shiny Fomantis so far. Oop, no. Little shiny boy. So fingers crossed we can get another one tonight. That is the ultimate goal. So how did people go on the weekend for the raid day? Did people participate? Did people skip? Did people do any? I didn't stream it on the weekend because I really didn't think that there was much point streaming. Something that we've already had for the most part. Because, I mean, the main goal on the raid day on the weekend would have been Mega Heracross. But we've already had that in a raid day, so I figured that it wasn't really much point. How you doing, Impossible? Welcome in. How y'all doing? I should really pop an incense for today. Try and since I'm actually interested in this. You did it, you got all the shinies. Alright. Pop one of them. Special rend? Nah, I'm not going to waste special rend. Gotta save then Palkia candies for more important things. And incense will do. We get a decent enough amount of spawn sort of thing that we don't really need to worry about chucking on special rend. So yeah, sorry if I'm a bit silent. I don't really have a lot to talk about tonight. Haven't really done much over the weekend except the same old, same old. So other than weekend raid day stuff, how we all doing? What did we get up to on the weekend? Why the spotlight hours at 6 p.m? Just because they're during the week sort of thing, so they put them at a time where people are home from work and school and all that sort of stuff, so people have got a chance to do them, because if they did them during the day, then most people would probably miss out on getting to do them because they're busy doing real life stuff sort of thing, so they put them at a more reasonable time. That would be my guess of why they put them. But I'm guessing that that's, yeah, that would make sense sort of thing. $5 p.m. would be, but a lot of people finish work at 5 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. so they put it at 6. Like, it's alright if you go to school, because you've already finished school, but yeah, if you're working, a lot of people work till 5. Oh my god, I can't even speak. A lot of people work until either 5 or 5:30. So yeah, putting them at 5 wouldn't be ideal. Another tiny. We don't want the tinies, we want the shinies. Yeah, I've said it in other streams. Spotlight hours, I feel like there's something else that they could do with them just to zhuzh them up a bit. Make them a little bit more entertaining. And just because they've been, I mean, we've had spotlight hours for how long now? 5 years, probably. 5, 6 years. No, it's been longer than that, yeah. It's been about 6, maybe 7 years since we've had. And it's just been the same thing ever since it started up until this point. Like a little bit, rekindle some interest in them, just because unless it's that you actually need, they just don't really have the same appeal as other events. But I suppose I don't really want them to be too big events. They're just midweek events to give people something to do during the week, so it's not just all weekend stuff. But yeah, just add like bonuses or something to them, I think would be nice. I mean, we've already got the bonuses. Tonight is double evolution XP, so there's those bonuses. But I mean, you know, maybe during spotlight hours they could make it that your daily incense lasts for the hour sort of thing, and one that would give people a reason to use their daily incense on a more regular basis if they don't already. And yeah, it's just one of those little things that it's like, it's not too much, but it's a little incentive to get people out and about. frozen because y'all are gone very quiet all of a sudden. No, you just stopped being very quiet. It's very hard to tell whether my chat has frozen or you guys are just being quiet. Because both of them happen. But yeah, it's actually a really nice night tonight. It's quite warm still at this time of night, so getting to walk around in a t-shirt is good for this time of year. Because, oh, there is a Stakataka Aka raid. Does anybody want to do it? Are people interested in? We can get a few people together. Maybe we're all frozen. No, because I read the message, so thankfully, at least you're not frozen. I can't get anything into this queue. Nick, you said that you were maybe interested in Stakataka raids. You'll both join. Is there anybody else that might want to jump in? Can you do it with 3? Megan, you'll jump in? Alright. Well, we got 4, so that should be enough. Let me just shiny check these little fellas. Nice. Alright. It'll be dark in like 10 minutes time. By the time I'm finished this raid, it'll probably be dark. Times. I suppose it probably is online. Well, I'm not adding people at the moment. I'm just doing this one raid. I'm hosting raids tomorrow evening. So tomorrow evening would be the night to jump into the stream and try and get into raids. I don't know if that's dust forming. I don't think it'd be fog. It's a bit warm. It's haze. It's just there though, so I'm assuming that it's dust. Everyone's in, so we can ready up, but too late for that? Oh no, it's not. It's too late to invite more people. There's like no wind. Why is it? It's very weird. There's like it's like a ghost fog. Something or other. Alright, fingers crossed. We can actually get this shiny before it disappears. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow night we'll be hosting these more. This was just a raid of opportunity. Yeah, so unfortunately I was checking the raid bosses, then they don't swap these over, because I was hoping that they were going to rotate them. Because that would be nice. We also got Blacephalon, but no, Niantic wants to keep them as regionals for now. I mean, I don't really get the point of that, given that we've already had them. Do I want a duo one? Not particularly. I was just doing this one because it popped up, sort of thing. So I don't think I've got any remote raid passes anyway. Guarantee we'll do it even if I don't choose anything. No, it's I'm pretty much just holding. I don't really spend money on the game these days outside of events, so I don't really want to buy raid passes just to do one single raid tonight, since I'm hosting raids tomorrow night. Nice. After Scopely takes... They haven't taken over yet. Niantic still is in operation of the game. For now, I'm guessing that it's going to happen sometime after GoFest, because Niantic would have already started to plan GoFest and put all of the financial stuff in action to, you know, have the in-person GoFests and everything going. So after that, the company is probably going to change hands, I would say. Or the game sides of Niantic. Not shiny. Of course it's not. Did anybody get the shiny? But some changes we like, Niantic can't do them. But some changes were. What changes? Niantic could have done anything they wanted to, but they didn't want to do it. That's the thing. Like, a lot of changes that the community has wanted, at any point Niantic could have done it. We've got our roadmap and this and that, and they just stuck. And that's why the community hasn't liked them. Hopefully once the new company takes over, they'll be a little bit more flexible on changing things around and maybe doing things that the community wants on occasion. I've noticed the amount, I've been complaining about the amount of events that we get. That's a Niantic thing, because they're trying to milk us for as much money as they possibly can. They sell the company off. Like the game off. That's all it is. It's got nothing to do with trying to please the community. It's got everything to do with they just want as much money, because it's their cash cow. So as soon as they get rid of their games department, they're not making as much money as they used to make. So they're just trying to milk us as much as possible before they sell the game off. That is the only reason why we're getting more events. I guarantee it. Alright. Shouldn't have thrown all those revives away before. Alright. Yep. Get rid of these. Get rid of these. Get rid of these. And get rid of these. Alright. Cool. Cool. That's not Niantic is still in control of the game. The new company has no say in what happens in the game at this point, just because it's Niantic. They haven't sold the game off yet. So they wouldn't be letting a company that doesn't own their game yet dictate what's going on in the game. I'm telling you right now, they're just trying to get as much money out of us as they can before they sell it off. It is 100% a Niantic thing. When the new company takes over, they will probably continue giving us a lot of events just because they can, and they're trying to make their investment back because they just spent $3.5 billion on purchasing this game, basically. I mean, other games come with it, but this is the main thing that they wanted. So they're going to want to make their money back. I mean, we've been cruising along with the stuff that we've had in game for all these years without too much of an increase in stuff. Why just before they sell the game off would they be increasing all the events that we're getting and monetizing everything that they possibly can? That's why every event has a ticketed part to it these days. And you can buy the premium passes for the monthly rewards and all that sort of stuff now. It's just a ploy to try and milk as much money just before they get rid of the game. Let's see. Can we pick up a 2? Alright, let's continue this shiny hunt. And fingers crossed we can actually get the shiny. You always blame Niantic. Of course I always blame Niantic. They're the ones that... Why wouldn't... Who else am I going to blame? It's not like Sega owns it. I didn't say that the new company was going to make the game better. I said they might. They might stick... At no point have I said that the new company is going to make the game better. I'm keeping an open mind to things that might change, but I never said that they might. They're going to. Yeah, there's a big difference between saying that something's going to happen and something might happen. Another tiny one. What's with all the tinies? Thank you, Josh, for the donation. Sorry, man. Again, I make it a habit of seeing things and then replying in my head and not actually replying in real life. Thanks for the raid as usual. No worries, mate. Thank you for joining in. Did you or Ali get the shiny? Hey, and thank you for doing the membership, or gifting a membership, Negan. Much appreciated. You got the membership? You did. I'm pretty sure the good thing about the memberships is, for the most part, I think they are rewarded to people that are in the chat. I think that's something that YouTube has changed, because sometimes they would just go out to randos. They are random to what the memberships. Now, I think they're more likely to go to somebody that's active in the chat, because they usually, when somebody gifts them, they'll go to somebody that's chatting. Like, they are random, but there's more of a chance, like the people that are active in the chat and that have been in the channel for a while, viewers and stuff like that, they're more likely to get one than just some random person that's popped in for 2 minutes. I know you got the shiny the other day from a random raid invite. It's a 3-star You don't need a shundo, but you're grinding candies for the hundo. I don't know if you guys have seen, but there has been a sort of like a data mine go up that shows that hyper training is going to be added. Sort of things, so basically bottle caps. So yeah, if you've got some 98%ers and 96%ers and stuff like that, hopefully sometime soon. A lot of people have sort of been guessing that it might be rolled out sometime around GoFest. So yeah, we'll be able to hyper train and get those, which will be good because I've got a lot of things. I've got my 98% shiny Kyogre, my 98% shiny Rayquaza, my 98% Mewtwo, even my 96% shiny Mewtwo. Sorry if the stream's a bit laggy, guys. Hopefully it'll fix itself. Now you got one from another channel, you're online, and then got an email. Oh, sorry, old people on the channel get. Yeah, like I said, no, there's a chance that people will get it, but it'll reward it to people for the most part that are in there. Like I know that other people will get the invites, and not the invites, the things, but it tends to pick people that are sort of been active on the channel. Trust me, I've seen enough gift memberships go to people that are sort of active on channels and stuff like that to pick up on it. In GoFest Royal Pass, I don't know if it, like, probably added in something like that, but there's no confirmation of when it's going to be released or anything. People are just guessing around GoFest. You don't have enough 98% shinies. I got my 96% shiny Mewtwo. Anytime you're ready. Like loudly at the moment, 98% shiny Ray. Yeah, 96%, yeah, 98%. Quite a few sort of shiny ones this around the mark that I can power up. Just get a flashlight going so I can see where I am walking. Alright, looks like the internet is working properly again, which is good to see. Yeah, so sorry if the stream got a bit laggy, guys. Unfortunately, we're at that part of the trail where it usually happens. The wall of trees. Yeah, see, this is the stuff that people have been wanting in game for ages, though. Like hyper training and bottle caps and all that sort of stuff. So for Niantic to sort of put this stuff in just before they're about to get rid of the game just seems a little bit, I don't know. I suppose they've got to sort of put this stuff into the game to give people incentive. Oh my god, not all these spawns. To give people incentive to continue playing it after they've sort of gotten rid of it, sold it off. But yeah, I feel like these are functions in the game which should have been added years ago. Alright, it is 6:30, so we've got half an hour left to see if we can get ourselves our little shiny. As I said, guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button. We are sitting on 6 so far. We can do better than 6. Come on, there's people in here that are regulars that obviously haven't hit that like button yet. What are you doing? Come on. Do it. Can't wait for Hanky to go. As I said, I wouldn't get two. Are you just like Becky? Dude, you were like the first one in the chat. You should have done that like half an hour ago, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, as for Hanky going, it's like don't get too excited just because any CEO of any game company is going to be pretty much the same. So when the new company takes over, like honestly, deep down inside, I sort of got a feeling that things are going to be pretty much the same as they have been, if not worse, because Scopely doesn't have the best track record when it comes to monetization of games that they own, sort of thing. So things could get a lot more aggressive when it comes to trying to get as much money out of us, because you got to remember that this game is 10 years old and they've just spent $3.5 billion purchasing it. So they're going to want to make that investment back before the game, dies off. And the only way they're going to do that is by, charging an arm and a leg for everything. We could even get to the point where ads are added to the game. And if you want to get rid of ads popping up and stuff like that, you're going to have to pay a subscription, which hopefully but there's always been rumors of, subscription and all that sort of stuff being added to the game, because everything's a subscription service these days. What are the shiny chance? That's full odds. So shiny odds are not boosted during Spotlight Hours. It is full odds. And I don't know if you guys have watched it, but the new series of Black Mirror is on Netflix. I watched it on Friday. Yeah, Friday. The very first episode is basically about subscription services and how they're taking over the world. Everything is becoming a subscription service. That's a very dark episode as well. It's probably the most depressing out of this new series. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just where we're headed. If they set up something that they know people are going to want, they just turn it into a subscription service, so you got to pay for it forever. And I was even watching a short the other day where the CEO of Take-Two, which is the parent company of Rockstar, so they're the publishers that publish Rockstar games, so GTA and all that sort of stuff. Even he was talking about, we could, for games like GTA where, people are putting in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into a game, why not turn that into a subscription service? So instead of people paying outright for their game and owning it, sort of thing, they just basically sign up to a subscription service. So every time you want to play the game, you have to pay for it over, a monthly basis or whatever it is. So yeah, even gaming is turning into that sort of thing, which is, it's something that we don't want. Because, we already don't really own the games that we purchase on Steam and stuff like that. We're just renting a license. And at any moment, that license can be taken away from you and you lose access to your games, sort of thing. Even though you've paid $80 to, have this game, you don't technically own it. And you can thank Ubisoft for that. Steam has always been, part of it as well. But Ubisoft is sort of like, they were the ones that started doing that sort of thing. And yeah, here we are in 2025, where you don't actually own anything that you pay for. You're just renting it. And it's a sad thing that consumers don't actually own the things that they're spending their hard-earned money on. So what happens when you take physical copies of things away from people. Yeah, because everything is like that these days. When you've got all the subscription services like Netflix and Disney Plus and all that sort of stuff, and there's a million of them these days. But even things like Adobe, which, you know, own Photoshop and Premiere Pro, and like basically all the tools that a lot of content creators use to create their content, whether it be thumbnails or videos or any of that sort of stuff. All of that used to be you purchase it, you own it, sort of thing. But they're all subscription services now as well. As I said, licenses for games on Steam and all that sort of stuff have become that. So yeah, gaming and stuff is pretty much next. It's going to be the next thing that's up for it. Some YouTube channels have members only. They're usually bigger channels though, and when it's members only, you can't just have like, you do have member only videos, but most channels will make videos available to members first, and then after a couple of weeks or a week or something like that, they'll put them out for everybody. It's just that if you become a member of the channel, it's a perk that you get to see videos early and all that sort of stuff. Or other channels, some Twitch channels, YouTube channels, stuff like that, will set it up that members only chat. So for instance, if I was live streaming and I had millions of people watching and all that sort of stuff, I could set it up that if you want to chat with me, you become a member of the channel. If not, you just watch, sort of thing. You can't actually interact with chat. So a lot of the time it's just set up to be like certain perks of the channel. It's not all membership. Like, I'm sure there are probably some all membership channels, but I think for the most part, most of them would be set up to just be like, just have those membership perks. So yeah, just locking things behind a paywall for a certain amount of time. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just the world that we live in now. Everything is a commodity. Come on, little foey. Got 20 minutes to try and get this shiny. This has been one of those months where we have had some decent spotlight hours. Minus the first one, which was the April Fool's one. I mean, last week's was Metadite. It was good for me because I needed the candy, not so much good for shiny hunting, but tonight's is good because of the shiny. I do need a second one. Next week's is also good because it's more lol. That is actually one of my favorite Pokemon, as well as a shiny that I still need. So I'll very much be hunting next week. And then unfortunately the last one of the month is Abra, which isn't so great. I think I've clicked on these ones already. It's really hard to tell with these because mean. So what are some Pokemon people would like to see for Spotlight Hours in the coming months? That's something that we don't really see very often. I mean, that's probably another way, because we've done that before for Com Days, where Niantic would put the vote out and people could vote to choose which Com Day Pokemon were coming up. Maybe they could start doing something similar for Spotlight Hours, giving us a bit of a choice, having a little bit of interactivity added to it. Might breathe a little bit of life back into Spotlight Hours, because it would give people, you know, the opportunity to actually vote for something that they wanted, rather than just being presented with shit Pokemon, essentially, for Spotlight Hours. Unfortunately, we would still only have, you know, the ones that they put into the pool to be chosen from. But I still think it would, you know, make it a little bit more interesting than just having, as I said, like Abra at the end of the month. I'm sick of seeing Comday Pokemon added to Spotlight Hours. I think I've clicked on it. We've got 18 minutes. We're almost back at the car. I think I'm able to time it okay. But I think I'm going to get back there before the end of Spotlight Hour, which means I'm going to have to keep walking a little bit. Timbo. Again, sorry, I can't read your your name because it's in Japanese, and I don't read Japanese. But hello, how are you doing, Timbo? I just said I don't want to see Spotlight Hour. Sorry, Comday Pokemon in Spotlight Hours. The first thing mentioned is Timbo. It's like, no, I don't want to see Timbo in a Spotlight Hour. We've already had it. Again, sorry, I can't read Japanese, so I don't know what you're saying. But I did see that you said hello. So hello, how are we doing? Konnichiwa. That's basically the only Japanese I know. Hello and goodbye. So what else can we talk about? Oh yeah. Who here has gone to see the Minecraft movie? I'm sure we've all seen the craziness that is happening right now online during the Minecraft movies, where people are literally losing their freaking minds and trashing cinemas and stuff. It's pretty dumb. Not gonna lie. Lost track of time. That's all good, Tef. How are you doing? Welcome in. It's going to take a few weeks for you to get used to the daylight savings, or the lack of daylight savings, I should say. Not bad. Good to hear. Yeah. So the Minecraft stuff is just bonkers that people are going so crazy over it, sort of thing. And it's all just to go viral on like TikTok and stuff. And it's like, is this seriously where we're getting as a society, where people that have absolutely no talent whatsoever have to try and become famous online just doing the dumbest things? Like, I can't really talk because here I'm playing Pokemon Go. But, you know, I'm at least trying to provide some sort of entertainment without being a complete ass clown about it. Like, when you're harassing other people, like you see a lot of the prank TikTokers and YouTubers and all that sort of stuff that just do stuff to harass other people, mainly people in retail jobs. And it's just like, seriously, can you just do something else with your life rather than just being a nuisance to other people? But yeah, unfortunately, we live in a society, as the Joker would say, that is just filled with ass clowns that just want to try and get famous for doing absolutely nothing. I miss the days when you actually had to have talent to be famous. The internet has ruined that. I mean, that's also questionable, just because there is a lot of people which have always been fairly talentless, which have made it big in. But it's not just that. It's not just a YouTube thing. And I mean, there's so many people in, I'm going to say mainly the music industry, because that is one where there is so many really talentless people which just make the worst music but because it sells to the same people that are watching those type of TikToks and all that sort of stuff, they just market it. Like, record companies can sign them into really predatory record deals, and they just make squillions off of them and just use them and then throw them away, sort of thing. So you get a lot of really talentless people, like I said, mainly in the music industry, that just, yeah, it's just become... What is wrong with... Here I am complaining about everything. What's new? No, you've been distracted by another website. Oh no. How dare you? Are you cheating on us with Twitch? Have you become a Twitcher? Or are you talking... Have you become one of those TikTok people? Okay. Well, at least it's not Twitch or TikTok, so... You know, there's that. You get a pass. You don't do TikTok. No, I'm not a big TikTok person myself. I mean, honestly, the only real social media that I use these days is probably Instagram. I don't really use Twitter anymore. I used to, but when Elon Musk bought it and just turned it into a cesspool, yeah, I just got sick of it and was just like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done with this site. Don't really... Yeah, if you haven't already, guys, please do smash that like button. Twitter's not... Yeah, I know it's not gotten any, but I jump on occasionally. Like I said, it's just since Elon Musk took it over. Took a lot, like... Don't get me wrong, I'm not really big on censorship, but there were some things on, like... I said Titter. That's basically what it's become. It's just a... It's a corn site these days. The amount of stuff that's on it that you don't really want to see. And I think my game has... What's going on with the game? It doesn't seem really... Yeah, it was one of the things that ended up happening. It was like this time last year where I just had to change it to my For You. It was basic corn, and I'm like, man, this is not while I'm on social media. It's like I'm trying to advertise streams and stuff like that. It's like, why? What is going on? There's nothing. It's a little bit slow. The stream is still working okay, isn't it? Hopefully. It does seem to be a little bit laggy. You're in a bad spot, yeah. Usually this part of the trail is not too bad because I've got open sky above me. But yeah, the stream is a little bit laggy. So I apologize for that, guys. Hopefully it'll... the stream is okay, just in a bad spot. Okay. We'll keep walking, and like I said, hopefully it'll get better in a moment. It was down for 2.5 hours earlier, so you were catching up with things. Then you're also chatting with people in a voice call on Discord, and time got away from that. So I completely understand that you guys have lives outside of my stream. See, I'm not one of those streamers that thinks that everybody else in the world is just NPCs for me to take advantage of and use for content. I know that you guys are actual real people with real lives that do real things for yourselves. So no, that's cool. That's cool. It seems like it's better now. It's better, but we only got 9 minutes left. Get this shine, so hopefully we can clutch it. NPCs. Well, that's basically what, you know, a lot of streamers, well, not like in like real life streamers, TikTokers, all that sort of stuff, they just see the people around them as NPCs. I mean, this is getting back to the whole prank videos and TikToks and all that sort of stuff. You get a lot of people with main character syndrome in this modern world. I mean, as I said, the whole trashing of movie theaters during the Minecraft movie and all that sort of stuff is just feeding into that sort of thing. Everybody just wants to go viral by just being a dipshit. And yeah, it's because they have main character syndrome. And everybody else around them is just an NPC that can be used for their content, basically. And I swear to God, if I ever come across one of them, I'm going to punch them square in the face. Show them how much of an NPC. Yep, I'm one of those ones that actually fights back. See, because I may come out into the real world and do this stuff, but I'm respectful of the people that are around me. I'm not filming other people and all that sort of stuff. Again, sorry, I can't read your name, but I'm not adding people tonight. I'll be adding people tomorrow for raids, because I'll be hosting raids tomorrow evening. So yeah, if you guys are interested in getting into some Stakataka raids tomorrow, we'll be doing Zim. I do add people, just not really outside of raid hours and raid days and stuff. This is actually my daily spawn. It's not shiny, it can stay there. Alright, 6 minutes. Here we are. Pretty much back at the car. No, yes. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I don't take day codes. Surprisingly, there is still a few cars in the car park, including mine. There's like 2 other cars or something. Alright, can we clutch this shiny and get it in this last 5 minutes? We've done it before. Fortunately, it's not looking likely. What was the last shiny that we got from Spotlight Hour? Yeah, it was Voltorb during the April Fool's one. Why is it that there is so many on this trail where the internet just goes... I hate it when it does this. Please, can I click it? I just want the incense spawn one. Yeah, okay. There we go. Hey, we got a Kyogre XL. Nice. We're sitting on 14 likes. All right, we're 6 away from 20, guys. So if you haven't already, smash that like button. Did I click it? I think, yeah, maybe, possibly. Not sure. Maybe not. It wasn't really facing me. Come on, 2 minutes. We've done it before. We've got the shiny in like the last 2 minutes. Feels like a bug just flew into the back of my head. Sorry, I'm not too fussed if we don't get the shiny, because I'm sure it'll be added. Honestly, it'll probably be featuring during Go Fest. Feels like one of those ones that they would add during Go Fest. Don't think I'm going to get back to this incense spawn before it despawns, unfortunately. Oh. Why is it always the one that is on top of the incense spawn that you're trying to click on that just doesn't want to stay in the ball like first go? Happens like every time. And there we go. Unfortunately, no shiny. Disappointing. That's alright. We'll start wandering back to the car. So yeah, a little bit disappointing that we didn't get it. It is what it is. Can't get them all, unfortunately. But yeah, have to take advantage of this weather while I still can. Because yeah, in the coming weeks it's probably going to be pretty crappy and cold and dark and all that sort of stuff when I'm out here. It's dark, but at least it's warm. So I can deal with it. I was really thinking about it yesterday because I was sitting there doing my workout about this time of night, and I'm just looking at how dark it was as I'm sitting there doing my workout. And it was like the first time this year that seasonal depression really kicked in. Like I could really feel it, and I'm just like I wasn't like depressed, but just that feeling of knowing what I feel like during this time of year, when this sort of weather and darkness and all that sort of stuff is at this time of night. It just makes me just, yeah, I don't know. There's a switch in my brain that just goes and just switches me into I hate this mode. I'm not adding people right now. I'll be adding people tomorrow for Raid Hour. Yeah, and it's one of those things that I've had since I was a kid. Because I think about it, and I'm just like, I was always like that as a kid as well. Around this time of year, I just felt a lot different than what I did during the summer months, the warmer months. How'd I go? If you were watching, you would know, James. Come on. You call yourself a fan, And then when I'm streaming, you never hear, unless it's at the starting or the ending of the stream. You're never around for the meat of the stream. You don't participate in the conversations. And then you expect me just to give you the cheat codes at the end to know what's going on. Maybe I should start making you watch the whole streams back. But no, if you want to know, no, you have to watch the whole stream back, buddy. No, unfortunately we didn't get the shiny. Would have been nice, but we didn't get it tonight. It is what it is. You watch me get a shiny Centric. Just because why not? If I could click on it, but I can't, because Donald Trump is standing in the way. There we go. You always have dinner. Nah, it's all good, dude. It's all good. You can eat dinner and watch the streams at the same time. Come on. You don't eat with your eyeballs. Just sit up at the dinner table with your family, just with the stream running. They won't care. Trust me. No, it's all good. It's all good. do. Come on, give me some sort of shiny. We timed our incense pretty good because the incense is... Hey, we got a Machamp. I mean... Okay, a 2600 wild Machamp. Alright, I guess this'll do. Not exactly what we were looking for, but... Not the greatest, unfortunately. Choose the opening key, this one. Opening keys. Oh. Alright, there we go. We are back in the car. Magic card, why not? Terrible lighting. This car has the worst lighting. And is it Mankey? Is Mankey my light? No. Yes, no. Alrighty. Let's just open up that screen since it makes me sort of visible. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't get the shiny tonight, but that's okay. It is what it is. What are we seeing? Still only 14 likes. That's okay. There's only a couple of people still here since we've finished our Spotlight Hour, and people are like, alright, I'm out. I'm dipping. You're not interesting anymore. And to that, I say, you guys are mean. Surely you want to stick around and watch me. I'm as entertaining as Mr. Beast, aren't I? Except I don't work with a bunch of predators. Because that's not cool. But yeah, we are pretty much done for the night. So we can probably wrap it up. Better than Mr. Beast. If only the internet thought the same thing. Maybe as a person. Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. Now I know that it's like... I'd say it's mainly just because of the game that I that I do, sort of thing. People just aren't as interested in Pokemon Go anymore. It is what it is. I mean, like I said, once I start progressing into other things, hopefully we can continue to grow the channel and create a viewership of people that are interested in hanging around more so for me and not just the content. But I mean, back when I was doing streams for Sword and Shield and stuff like that, you know, we'd have 80 to 100 people per stream, so we used to have a lot of people in for these streams as well. It's just the content. Nobody's really interested in Pokemon Go anymore, which is cool. Like, you've noticed it across the board. Like, I notice other people's streams, like even Pro Planty and all that sort of stuff, just don't have the same amount of people as they used to, because people just aren't interested in this game as much anymore. It happens. It's part of the internet world. People only stay interested in, you know, the same things for so long. So yeah, as I've been saying this for the last year and a half, that I need to start doing other games and stuff, and just never really got around to. I've done other games here and there, sort of thing, but yeah, I definitely think it's something that I'm gonna have to look into more. But yeah, there's not really much else to talk about, except, I mean, I could tell you guys about my life and how everything's going with certain people, but still haven't talked to my friend in like 2 weeks now. She sent me a message the other day, because I was like, hey, you know, give me a sign of life at least, and she sent me a hi text. I'm like, gee, thanks, okay, hi back, and still like, haven't really heard from her properly again since. So she cares enough to send me messages to let me know that she's still alive, but then won't actually reply to any of my other texts, so I don't know what's going on. It's been difficult. It is what it is. I'm sure it'll figure itself out. She's still receiving my text and haven't blocked me on anything, so we'll see how it goes. It works itself out all the time, so I don't see how this will be any different. It is what it is. But yeah. Yeah. I think we'll just wrap it up now. So Pokemon Go is the best. A lot of people still are interested in it, and there's still some people. Not as many people as they used to be. Like I said, it's not as, because it's like 10 years old. People just aren't as interested in it as they used to be, sort of thing. So, yeah, we still do big events. I mean, the big events like Go Fest and all that sort of stuff are usually like the biggest draw cards. Still get a lot of people that come into those streams and get into raids. And when there's good raid bosses, people are interested. So whenever we do like Mewtwo and Rayquaza and, you know, stuff like that, people are actually interested in raids. It was fairly busy last week for Stakataka, whatever you want to call it. Just because it's a regional shiny and people are interested in it. So again, we'll be hosting that tomorrow, guys. So if you are interested in doing raids for that, we'll be back. We'll be finished by this time. But yeah, basically same time tonight, well, tomorrow as we were tonight for those raids. So yeah, if you guys are keen, subscribe. All of that stuff. Best way to get notified, even though YouTube is horrible at sending out notifications. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you would like to get into those raids, because as I said, we'll be hosting them tomorrow, and then we've got some crappier raid bosses coming up over the next few weeks, unfortunately. So yeah, get into the good ones while we can. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, alrighty guys. Enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe. Happy hunting. Good luck for your spotlight hours. Hopefully you guys will get your shiny Fomantis if you need it. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow evening for raids. So as I said, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. So until then, peace out. Have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night, James. Yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.